Stop this, please.
Not me.
Stop.
The internet is full of creepy videos, but every once in a while you stumble across footage so unsettling, so bizarre you can't just scroll past. From ghost babies sprinting down hallways to real-life unsolved disappearances. Tonight we're diving into the creepiest footage ever found online. And the wild part? Every single one of these is 100% real. So turn up your brightness, lock your doors, and maybe don't watch this one alone.
Gua pengen rames teman-teman mukanya. Allah. Allahu Akbar!
Imagine living peacefully when your attic starts making noises in the dead of night. That's what happened to a man in Colombia. At first, he blamed the cats. Big mistake. Armed with a stick and false courage, he tried opening the attic door. And that's when it happened. From the pitch-black darkness, a face slowly peeked out, pale and motionless, watching him. He and his friend bolted out of the house, hearts pounding.
Hágale.
But the real question is, what was waiting up there? A spirit, an alien, or something far worse?
Home security footage from Indonesia, February 2025, shows a scene straight out of a nightmare. A child is sleeping peacefully in their grandfather's bedroom, until suddenly their leg jerks violently. Not a twitch, not a dream spasm. It looks like something yanked it with force. The motion is so abrupt, the child shoots upright in pure shock, scanning the empty room. Commenters were divided. Some claimed it was classic poltergeist activity, others suspected a prank. But here's the thing. That raw fear in the child's face. It didn't look staged. So if it wasn't a trick, what was in that room, pulling at them? What if the didn't rest? They crawled back. In this bone-chilling clip, something, or someone, climbs out of a grave. At first it looks like a person, but nope. This thing's crawling on all fours. Pale gray skin stretched tight, and a weird lumpy mass on its back that moves like it's breathing. It drags itself forward, slow and deliberate, like it knows exactly where it's going. Human, demon, or something that never should have been disturbed at all, or...
In the morgue hallway, a lone guard makes his nightly rounds. The cameras watch as he passes each door until a shadow slips into frame. In an instant, it lunges, hooking the guard's foot and dragging him backward across the floor. He kicks free, stumbling to his feet, but there's nothing there, only him in the hallway. Later, the CCTV footage confirms it. A dark shape, faint but deliberate, pulling him toward the darkness before vanishing through the wall. The guard swears he felt its grip. Watching the footage, it is pretty clear that something just emerged out of the air and attacked him. Man, morgues just got more spooky. And here is another instance.
Check out what this man ends up recording on his camera after noticing some supernatural activity around his house. On August 27, 2010, a man started hearing some abnormal noises and thuds throughout his house during the night, which made him pull out his video camera and start recording. He claims in the video that the area of the house he is recording is where he saw a ghost girl before. Suddenly, a loud bang is heard, followed by some weird, creepy sounds. Moments later, a ghostly female figure appears from the corner with all of her hair covering her face, and the man runs towards it. But guess what? As soon as he enters the room, the ghost girl disappears.
Oh, God.
Who could this ghost girl be? Is she a deceased person who used to live in the house before and died a tragic death? What are your thoughts on this? This eerie clip was captured by a truck driver known only as Pedro, while traveling a stretch of road in Louisiana with a haunted reputation. For years, motorists have reported unsettling things here. Shadowy figures flickering in their peripheral vision, pale apparitions walking just beyond the headlights. Pedro's dashcam, however, took things further. As he drove, His camera caught the unmistakable outline of a figure standing on the roadside. If you slow the footage down, it appears to be a woman, pale, almost colorless, like the life had been drained from her. And then, just as his truck passed, she looked up and waved. Adding to the unease, one of Pedro's co-workers later admitted he had seen the same ghostly figure on the same stretch of road. Coincidence? Hallucination? Or something much darker tied to that haunted highway? Throughout the night, a living room camera quietly recorded the house. Upstairs, the owner walked toward his bedroom, completely unaware of what was following him. The next morning, while reviewing the footage, he froze. A shadowy figure shaped like a dog appeared on the stairs, gliding silently without a single footstep. It matched his pace perfectly, as if it had always been there, lurking in the corners. The sight was impossible to explain. Watching it again, one chilling thought lingered in his mind. It might be a ghost. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
A family's peaceful night turned into pure horror, and it's all caught on camera. For over a year, they'd reported strange happenings, so they finally decided to record proof. At first, everything's calm. They're watching TV together, when an object suddenly falls on its own. Moments later, a dark shadow peeks from the doorway's corner, watching. The mother walks out to check, and the door slams shut behind her. The child panics, trying to open it, but it won't budge.
What is this? Oh my God!
When she finally bursts back in, the shadow is gone.
This unsettling CCTV footage has left investigators and viewers deeply disturbed. Late at night, a man is seen struggling to drag something heavy down a staircase. As he turns the corner, it becomes clear he's pulling a large black bag, its shape bulky and uneven, out of frame. The clip might have gone unnoticed if not for an office worker who happened to stay late that night and saw the entire scene unfold. That's how the footage was reported and later archived for investigation. Then, exactly 42 minutes later, the man returns, this time dragging a second black bag, down the same steps before disappearing through the exit. At around the 10-second mark, the bag's shape is disturbingly clear. It looks like an ordinary garbage bag, but far too heavy to be trash. No one ever saw the man return. What was inside those bags remains a mystery. Maybe there's a rational explanation, but watching this footage, it's hard not to feel that something sinister happened that night.
Ever wondered what happens when you meet the real Annabelle up close? This guy found out, the hard way. He stood near the infamous doll locked safely behind glass, or so he thought. As he started filming, Annabelle suddenly rocked back and forth all by herself. The guy froze, eyes wide, heart probably left the chat.
Did you? Oh, no, I'm done. Hallelujah.
He backed away slowly, realizing that maybe some things should stay behind glass. Do you think Annabelle was just saying hello, or warning him? This video out of La Junta, Colorado has the internet in full alien hunting mode. Security cam footage caught something, or someone, creeping across a driveway in the dead of night. And let me tell you, it's weird. Like, what am I looking at? Weird. Some say it looks like Dobby from Harry Potter. Others swear it's just a kid in flip-flops and underwear. But here's the thing. It's all fun and memes until your dogs go missing the next morning. Then who's laughing? My personal theory? He landed, forgot where he parked his spaceship, and now he's just wandering Earth with anxiety and no GPS. Meanwhile, Facebook's in flames, and the news isn't taking it seriously, which only confirms it's probably real. Millions have watched this video, but ask yourself, were we even supposed to see this at all? This guy thought it'd be funny to mock his creepy-faced doll on camera, matching its expression perfectly, all for the laughs. But Karma clearly has a sense of humor, because right as he does it, bam! The doll turns its head toward him like, "You talking to me?" The guy completely loses it, panics, slaps the doll, and it hits the floor as the video cuts off. 1 second influencer, next second exorcist. Would you pick it back up, or let it stay down forever? At first glance, the old house seemed ordinary, but the shadows upstairs had other plans. At a doorway, a figure stood perfectly still, long hair veiling most of its face. As he crept closer, unsettling details emerged. Dark skin with a faint red glow, something that felt wrong.
Assalamualaikum. Gua pengen rames teman-teman mukanya. Allah. Allahu Akbar!
Panic set in, but before he could react, the figure snapped backward and vanished. He searched every room, every corner, but found nothing. The house was silent, except for the questions it left behind. This video feels like a weird fever dream, but it actually happened. A couple's in the middle of a heated argument by the roadside, full drama mode. Meanwhile, from the opposite side, a sweet old granny waddles across with her walking stick and a bag of apples, which she drops. She starts picking them up, no help in sight, until the girlfriend finally notices and steps in. Still arguing, the guy stands frozen. But just before anything else can happen, he steps forward, and boom! A giant signboard falls exactly where they were fighting seconds ago. Talk about a cosmic calm down slap from the universe. Shocked, the guy walks over and kisses the granny's forehead, like she was sent from above to break the tension and save lives. It's funny, freaky, and low-key poetic. Sometimes the plot twist is a falling signboard. A normal day turns into a nightmare when the camera catches movement inside the cupboard. The door creaks open and, no way, there's a girl in there. Pale face, wide unblinking eyes, moving her head side to side like she's searching for someone. The room goes dead silent, tension thick in the air, until the video cuts off abruptly. Was this a real person hiding, or something that just looks human waiting to crawl out next? What's creepier than a toy closet with a mind of its own? A kid's happily playing with the swing in her room, giggling without a care when the door to her toy closet creaks open on its own, swinging wide like it's ready to join the fun. She doesn't even notice, lost in her playtime vibes. But as she moves away from the swing and walks away, the swing goes nuts, thrashing back and forth like a hyperactive ghost possesses it. The footage cuts off just as the chaos peaks, leaving us all wondering, haunted toys, prankster poltergeist, or just a swing with some serious energy. Camping alone sounds chill, until your caravan starts shaking like it's possessed. The man was relaxing deep in the forest when his camp car suddenly rocked violently, doors slamming shut by some unseen force. Later, CCTV footage revealed the same eerie chaos. No people, no wind, just movement from something invisible. The whole van looked ready to take off on its own. So, was it a ghostly hitchhiker, or the forest saying, "Get out of my woods"? What's stirring in the ghostly dawn mist of one of America's most haunted battlefields? In Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a chilling videotaping session at daybreak off Wheatfield Road, just a mile from the notorious triangular field, captures a scene ripped straight from a supernatural tale. As the camera steadies on a desolate, fog-shrouded path, two abrupt flashes of light blink, one on the left, then the right, like spectral Morse code signaling from beyond. Slowly, faint, glowing, human-like figures materialize, gliding toward the left side of the path with an eerie grace. Not just one, but soon multiple shadowy forms emerge, drifting through the haze like soldiers marching to the echo of a long, silent war drum. The footage is so haunting it'll have you glued to your screen, replaying to catch every detail. Are these restless Civil War spirits, forever bound to the battlefield, mere tricks of the dawn's dim light, or Gettysburg's ghosts delivering a bone-chilling reminder that they've never left the fight? He's gaming when the TV keeps cutting out. Annoying, right? Fed up, he actually yells, "Say that again! Prove you're here!" Suddenly the sofa starts rumbling like an invisible couch potato hopped on. He freak calls his wife. She rushes in. He pans the camera to the TV, and a pale figure slowly emerges on screen from the spot where the sofa is. But when he swings the camera back to the sofa, empty. Still moving, still creepy. So, haunted spectator? Or the world's laziest phantom looking for a game invite?
Look at that. This is the most active during the day that I've seen. Oh, there goes the Xbox too. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not liking this. Oh, wow. Wait. I swear I can see. Ooh, stop it.
The next video will make you think twice before you leave your child or younger sibling alone in any room. Have a look at what this boy ends up discovering. While trying to see if his little sister plays with his food when he leaves her alone at the table, this young boy ends up making a chilling discovery. His sister has an invisible dinner guest. The video starts off with the boy leaving his dinner at the table and telling his sister that he has to use the bathroom. After he leaves the room, his sister begins talking to someone who is not there.
Let's go dinner.
Telling the invisible person that the dinner belongs to her brother, and the plate seems to move on its own. What in the world did we just see? You tell us in the comments. What is that thing running across the ground? CCTV footage captures a pale, skinny, alien-looking figure sprinting through an empty field in the dead of night. Its movements are jerky, too fast, too unnatural for a human. Viewers can't decide. Is it a creature, a prank, or something that doesn't belong on this planet at all? The way it runs, it's almost like it's escaping from something. But what could move that fast? And why here? Alien sighting, government experiment, or pure nightmare fuel? Nighttime Park CCTV catches pure nightmare skateboard energy. A skateboard glides across the pavement like an invisible skater nailed every trick. No rider, no string, just perfect rolls and turns. As if a ghostly Tony Hawk decided to practice midnight ollies. Cameras stare, crickets pause. Whoever watches this will think twice before leaving their board outside. Haunted sport gear, or the world's slickest poltergeist?
A young girl was happily playing in the kitchen, holding a container and an empty toolbox, when she suddenly began talking to someone unseen. Moments later, the toolbox was yanked from her hand, not once, but twice, causing her to cry out and firmly say, "No!" Confused, her mother checked the CCTV footage only to be struck with horror. The clip clearly showed the toolbox moving on its own, as if pulled by invisible hands. That's when she realized something uninvited had made itself at home, silently watching her family from the shadows. This is considered one of the scariest videos circulating online. A man was quietly cleaning his backyard pool when his body suddenly froze mid-motion, as if something had seized control. Within seconds, he began shaking violently, his daughter rushing over in panic, but nothing could stop it. Later, when the family reviewed their CCTV footage, they discovered something terrifying. A dark, demonic figure standing nearby, performing strange gestures just before the man collapsed. The realization hit hard. Whatever that thing was, it wasn't human. Now, the family lives in fear, convinced that the entity could return at any moment.
Late at night, in a dimly lit room with only a table and chair, something spooky is happening. It's like watching a ghostly show, and the person holding the camera starts feeling something weird as the air gets heavy.
Father God, I just want to lift Rick up to you right now, Lord. I don't know why he's being tormented like this, Lord, but we know you know, and Lord, you've been speaking to him in visions and dreams concerning his work and different things, and the enemy is being attacked.
Suddenly, a ghostly white figure appears and slowly sits down. As things reach a peak, fear fills the room. The mysterious ghost, unfit to handle the spiritual force, retreats into the darkness. The room, formerly filled with spookiness, returns to quiet, leaving everyone with a strange feeling. This hair-raising video shows the meeting between the living and the ghostly. It's a dark video that is hard to explain, leaving us with a sense of mystery and the unknown.
From Kanchanaburi, Thailand, comes one of the creepiest CCTV clips you'll ever see. A lone figure walks casually down the road, until they don't. With no warning, no stumble, no cut, they just vanish. Gone. Like someone deleted them from reality. The owner of the footage swears there's no editing involved, and honestly, that makes it even worse. Was it a ghost, a glitch in the camera, or maybe something much stranger? A glitch in our world. The clip exploded online, leaving millions baffled. Because no matter how many times you replay it, there's no answer, only questions. Ever seen a door get angry? In this eerie clip, the room door suddenly slams shut on its own. No wind, no prank, just pure nightmare fuel. Then, out of nowhere, something dark and fast darts right into the room, like it couldn't wait to get inside. The speed, the sound, the timing. Everything screams, nope. Imagine standing there, frozen, wondering what just rushed past you. Would you dare open that door again, or run for your life? All right, this one's going deep, and not in a philosophical way, just straight down the road, and straight out the bus. At first glance, nothing weird. Passengers getting off. Day looks normal. No ghosts, no UFOs. Just another public transit moment, until the bus driver decides to enter his villain arc. Maybe the passengers were taking too long. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he just woke up and chose demon energy. Because as one woman walks toward a seat, the door is still open behind her. The driver just hits the gas like he's in Fast and Furious, Public Transit Edition. And yep, she's yeeted right out of the back door, like full send. The bus kept moving, and she hit the pavement like gravity owed her money. The worst part? This wasn't an accident. It was the timing, the cold precision. Driver really said, "No woman, this is your final stop." And I'm sorry, but if this doesn't make you rethink catching the bus, I don't know what will. Public transport? More like public execution.
A little kid wanders too close to a fire, curiosity taking over, when something strange happens. Just as he's about to reach forward, an invisible force seems to pull him back. You can clearly see him stumble away, like someone unseen is holding him back.
No. Ahí nomás.
Was it a lucky fall, a camera glitch, or a guardian angel making sure he stayed safe? Some things really can't be explained.